WordPress is the most popular CMS, and around 43% of all the websites in the internet are built with WordPress. Today we are going to show you how to create a website with WordPress. We'll be building a standard corporate site. After watching this video, we hope you'll be able to create a site for your own purpose. So let's get started. So before we start working with WordPress, we need two things: a domain name for your website and a hosting plan to host your website. You can also run your WordPress on localhost using softwares like XAMPP, MAMP, or WAMP. If you don't know how to run WordPress on localhost, then there's a tutorial on our channel that you can check out. But if you want to purchase domain and hosting, I would suggest going with HostGator, as they provide one of the best hosting for WordPress in a great price. So let me show you how you can purchase domain and hosting from HostGator. So we're here in HostGator's homepage. The link to this homepage will be provided in the description, so you can click on it and get to this page easily. So now let's see some of the advantages that HostGator provides you. You can see over here that HostGator has guaranteed 99.9% of uptime. They will give you a free SSL certificate, easy WordPress install, and a free domain for 1 whole year. So if you haven't already registered your domain, you can register from HostGator and you will get that domain free for 1 whole year. So another important thing is the SSL certificate. An SSL certificate is a digital certificate that authenticates a website's identity and enables an encrypted connection. So when you get an SSL certificate, it adds an extra S at the end of HTTP, making it HTTPS, more secure. Nowadays, it has become absolutely necessary to get an SSL certificate for your website. If you don't have an SSL certificate for your website, all the modern browsers will warn the users that this website isn't secured and will request the users to exit the website immediately. So HostGator provides you with a free SSL certificate for your WordPress website, which is a huge bonus. So if you scroll down, you can see some of the more benefits that HostGator provides. It gives you shared hosting, which starts at only $275 per month. It gives you a website builder, which has drag and drop features. You can also get WordPress hosting, which is 2.5 times faster and beefed up security. And if you have higher requirements, you can get the VPS hosting or the dedicated hosting. So let's see, you can click on Get Started to see their plans. So there are 3 plans: the hatchling plans, the baby plans, the business plan. HostGator also has specialized WordPress plans, but you can also purchase these plans, as these have the one-click WordPress installs, free WordPress cPanel website transfer. All 3 of these packages have these features on. Now, HostGator also has WordPress website plans. Let's check out these plans. Hover your mouse over hosting and you can see there's WordPress hosting over here. Just click on it. And you can see that there are 3 packages: the starter plan, the standard plan, and the business plan. So the starter plan costs only $5.95 per month. It is a great plan, and it allows you to build 1 WordPress website. You can also have 100,000 visits per month. And another great thing about all of these WordPress plans is that HostGator provides some backup space for your WordPress website. For the starter plan, they provide you with a 1 gigabyte backup space, which is very important because your website might malfunction or could have security threats in the future. So if you have a safe backup of your website, you can simply install that backup and your website will have no more errors and good to go. You will also have a free SSL certificate, which we mentioned earlier, and a free domain included. So if you haven't already registered your domain, you can register your domain from here. So there are 3 plans: the starter plan, the standard plan, and the business plan. The standard plan gives you permission to develop 2 websites. You will have 200,000 visits per month, 2 gigabyte backups. And for the business plan, you'll get 3 websites, 500,000 visits per month, and 3 gigabyte backup. So just pick one of the plan that you like. So we're going with the starter plan just to show you. So the first thing that it asks you is to register your domain. If you already own a domain, click on this tab and write the name of your domain over here. So if you want to register, click on this tab and then write the name of your domain. Remember, the name of your domain is what the visitors will have to input in the URL bar to look for your website. Say if I want to search for my website with the name my blog. So I'm going to name my website my blog, but the problem is this name might not be unique, and the chances are that this domain might already be taken. But still, let's search for the availability of this domain. We're going to select .com, and HostGator is searching for the availability, and you can see that these are unavailable. So you need to choose a domain name that is unique. So let me choose a unique domain name. Yes, you can see that I have picked my unique blog. So this is available. So you can pick this one. So after that, let's go to the next step. It says choose the number of blogs. Remember, we saw 3 packages, and we select the starter package, which allows us to build only one website. So if you change your mind, you can actually change the packages. Just click on this drop down menu, and you can see there are starter, standard, and business. You can also see there are 3 extra packages that we didn't see in the homepage. So there's the business, there's 2 business packages, there's 2 pro packages. The business packages gives you 5 sites, the pro packages, one gives you 10 sites, and the other gives you 20 sites. So if you have that kind of requirement, you can select these packages. So I'm happy with this one. And as for billing cycle, you can change it if you want. You see, per month you are charged with $14.95. You can select 6 months or 1 year, but for 12 months, 24 months, and 36 months, you'll get discounts. You can see that for 12 months, you get 38.61% off. For 24 months, you get 36.53% off. And for 36 months, you get the maximum amount of discount. You are billed $595 per month, which is a 40.2% discount. So you can choose any of these plans if you want. You can choose 12, 24. It is recommended that you select one of these because it gives you a better discount. So the next one point you see is the create your HostGator account. So we aren't currently signed into our account. You need to have a HostGator account in order to purchase your package. So you can either sign in, or if you don't have an account, you can create it from here. Just provide an email address, confirm your email address, confirm a password, and there will be a security pin. So this security pin, let me read for you. Your security pin identifies you as the owner of your account. So this security pin will be unique for you. If you call HostGator support, we'll confirm your pin after you log in. So you have to choose a security pin, which may not begin with a 0, may only contain numbers, and must be 4 digits. So after this point, we can see there's the billing info, which is very straightforward. Just enter your first name, your last name, your company name, which is optional. You can provide your phone number, address, and the second address is optional. You have to provide your country, city, states, zip code. The next one is the payment type. You have to choose either credit card or PayPal. You can choose either one. So if you choose credit card, you have to type in the name. You have to give your credit card number, the CVV code. The CVV code is usually in the back of the credit card. You can also hover your mouse over this. What is this? And HostGator will show you where is the CVV card located. So for Visa and MasterCard, the CVV code is 3 digits, and that is located in the back of the card. For American Express, it is 4 digits, and it is located in the front of the card. So enter your CVV code over here. You also have to mention the expiry date and all these. If you select PayPal, you'll just have to check on this box and then use the tax exemption ID. That will be all. So select any payment method you like. And if you scroll down, this is another point, which is the add additional services. So there are 3 additional services you can see. And from those 3, you already get 2 additional services for free. So the 2 additional services that you get is the Site Lock Essential and the Site Backup. This is a huge bonus as HostGator provides you with site backup so that you have an extra layer of security. You get the Site Lock Essentials, which gives you a secured site lock, and it will find, fix, and protect your site from malware and malicious attacks. So this is a very essential service that you might need. And you can see that its billed annually is $83.88. So you're getting this for free. So this is a huge plus. And another thing is the SSL certificate, which is not free, which is billed $3.33 per month. And if billed annually, it's $39.99. So you might remember that we mentioned that HostGator provides you a free SSL certificate. So why is this service over here that is charging you money? So you have absolutely nothing to worry about. HostGator gives you the free SSL certificate. This is, however, a positive SSL certificate. The positive SSL certificates are even more powerful. Let me read this for you. Give yourself and your visitors peace of mind by securing your website with a positive SSL by Sectigo. Unlike a free SSL, this positive SSL comes with a warranty of up to $10,000 to ensure your visitors' information such as passwords, credit card info, etc. is protected and encrypted. Plus, you'll get the official site seal to display on your site and show visitors their data is safe. So we don't need this currently because we are not building any website which requires our users to enter their passwords and credit card info. We're going to build a normal website. But if you are building an e-commerce website or any website that requires your users to create account and provide their credit card info, then you might want to pick up this SSL certificate, the positive SSL certificate by Sectigo. So after you're done, scroll down and you can see there's a coupon code which is already applied. Finally, you see the review order details. You can see that there's a 24/7 live chat support. You can chat with HostGator and email support anytime, which is completely free. There's the instant account activation, which is also free. Money back guarantee is 45 days. Generally, you get 30 days, but they give you 45 days, which is another plus point. You also have the domain registration. It is free for 1 whole year. And you get the starter pack for 12 months, and the sum total due is only $117, which is a really great deal. So you get so many things. You get the site lock essentials, you get the site backup, you get the domain registration, so many things for only $117. So after reading all of this, you can also read the terms of services, cancellation policy, privacy notice. After you read all of these, just check on this box and then click check out now to purchase your HostGator domain and server. So after you click on checkout, wait for a few seconds so that HostGator can set everything up. Then check your email. HostGator will send you an email with the details of your domain and your control panel username and password, name servers, etc. So follow the link of the cPanel and use your username and password to enter your HostGator control panel. So after you log into your cPanel, it should look something like this. So if this is your first time looking at a cPanel, let me do a quick introduction. So the cPanel is a web hosting control panel software developed by a company called cPanel. So the cPanel has various graphical interface and automation tools to help you with your hosting activities, such as if you want to create email accounts, check your email, check your mailing lists, or access your website files, or create an FTP account, you can do it from this cPanel. So on the right hand side, you will find the general information of your hosting account, such as the current username, the primary domain, the home directory, last login IP address, and you'll also find statistics such as how many add-on domains you have, what is your total file usage, what is your total disk usage, etc. So on the middle portion, you will find a lot of tools to help you with your day-to-day hosting activities. So let's go through these one by one. So the emails. From here, you can create your email accounts. You can check your mailing lists, your forwarders, your email routing, autoresponders, and other email related activities. The next one is the files. So the file section consists of various files related activities, such as the file manager. Using the file manager, you can access your website files. And if you have purchased the WordPress package from HostGator, your WordPress will be already installed. In case you haven't purchased the WordPress package, we'll also show you how you can install WordPress with Softaculous. So your WordPress website will be installed in a folder called public_HTML. You can also create FTP accounts from here. You can also back up your WordPress website using this backup feature. You can also launch the backup wizard, and you can back up your WordPress website files. In the database section, also one thing, you can drag and drop these items. You can see I can drag and drop files over here. Also, I can drag and drop over there. So all of these are rearrangeable. Okay, so let me continue. Databases. From this section, you might have already guessed, you can access your databases. You can access your PHPMyAdmin, you can access your MySQL databases, MySQL database wizard, and other database related objects. The next section is the domain section. From here, you can find information about your domain, your add-on domains. If your hosting account provides you with add-on domains, you can create add-on domains from here. You can create subdomains, you can create aliases, redirects, and other things. From the metrics section, you can check out information on your visitors, like who has visited your website, the errors on your website, your bandwidth information, raw access, AW stats, analogs, Webalizer, etc. From the security section, you will find various security related features such as the SSH access, IP blocker, SSL, TLS, manage API tokens, hotlink protection, leech protection, etc. From the software section, you will find various software such as the Cloudflare, WordPress Manager, PHP Perl packages, Perl modules, site softwares, and other softwares. So there are a lot of other features. You can see there's the Jet Backup, the Advanced, the Preferences. But what we are looking for is Softaculous. The Softaculous helps you set up various softwares. So scroll down, you can see that the Softaculous is over here. You can see that WordPress is over here. There's other software such as Joomla, Bounty Card, PHP-BB. There's so many softwares, but we want to install our WordPress website. So we're going to click on WordPress. So this has taken us to a new page. From here, we can set up our WordPress. So there are various information over here. We just want to click on install now. You can also click on this install button to initiate your install. So once you click install, it will take you to this page. The first thing that it tells you is to choose your installation URL. So from here, we can choose our protocol. Since we have the SSL certification, we can choose the HTTPS protocol. From here, we can choose a domain name. So select your domain name, and for the directory, try to leave it empty, because if you write something here, then what the installation will do is create a directory with the same name that you have provided here and put your website files in that directory. So it only complicates things. So no need to put in a directory. The next thing you want to do is select the version of your WordPress. So generally, the latest version is always selected. And if it's not, then select the latest version over here. The next thing is the site settings. Now, from here, you can select a site name. By default, it's set up as my blog. You can type something else if you want. The site description is my WordPress website. So both of these are very important. If you don't want to change it from here, you can change this later on from WordPress admin, from WordPress dashboard. You can change all of these. The next thing you can see is the admin account. So the admin account is very important. These are the credentials, the username and password that you will be using to log into your WordPress dashboard. So for admin user, I am using user just for this example, but it is highly recommended you choose something else. For admin password, you need to select a strong password. Use combination of lowercase and uppercase. Use numbers and symbols to make your password strong. So once you see that your password is strong enough, so you can use this password. So always choose a strong password for your website. The next is the admin email address. Also, it is very important to select an email address. So after this is done, scroll down and you can see there's a choose language. You can choose English or any relevant language you want. Then select a plugin. We are not going to do anything from here for now. And there's an advanced option. No need to explore it, but you can explore it if you want. You can select your database name, table prefix type, and a lot of other advanced options. I'm not going to go through this right now. The last section is the themes section. You can see there are various themes for WordPress. This is the default 2022 themes. So if you don't select any theme, it will be selected by default. So after you select a theme, put an email address over here and click on this install button. So wait for a few seconds and your WordPress website will be installed. So after your WordPress installation is complete, go ahead, type your domain name on the URL bar of your browser, and you should see a message like this that says that website is coming soon. So this means that your WordPress installation was successful and you can now proceed with building your website. But if you see an error message that says that page does not exist, then no need to panic. This is normal. Usually hosting installs almost immediately, but it takes time for the domain to be connected with your hosting. It could take from 10 minutes to even an hour. So if you see that error message, take a break and try again after a few minutes. So let's see how our website looks currently. So we typed in our domain name and this is currently how our website looks. As you can see that this is the 2022 default theme. We have only one example post and this is how our website currently looks like. We still haven't done anything. So let's log into our WordPress dashboard. To do that, type in your domain name on your URL bar and put a / and then type in wp-admin, wp admin, and then hit enter. And you should land in this page. This is the your admin login page. So here we have to put in our username and password that we created during the WordPress setup. So I'm going to put in my username and password and log into my WordPress dashboard. That's it. We have entered our WordPress dashboard. This is known as the WordPress admin dashboard or WordPress dashboard simply. So if this is your first time looking at the WordPress dashboard, it might look a little bit intimidating, but let me tell you, operating a WordPress website is easier than operating Facebook or Instagram. It's just so easy. So let's go through an introduction. On the left hand side, you can see there are some options. On the center, there is a viewing area. On the right hand top corner of the screen, you can see there's your user profile. You can hover your mouse over here. You can log out of your account. You can edit your profile. And again, on the left top corner of the screen, there's the WordPress logo. If you click on this, it will take you to the WordPress About page. And beside the logo is My Blog. If you guys remember, during the WordPress setup, they were giving us an option to change our website name. So we kept the default name, which is the My Blog. I'm going to show you how you can change all of this using WordPress dashboard. If you click on this, it will take you to your website. So let me show you. See, this is your WordPress. This is our website that we saw a few minutes ago. But a new thing is you can see that there's an admin panel over here. So once you log into your WordPress dashboard, you will see this admin panel. Just click on this dashboard here to go back to your WordPress dashboard. So now let's go over some of the options. Here's the dashboard, and underneath dashboard there's home, update, there's posts, media, pages, comments, appearance, plugins, users, tools, etc. There's also an option over here that says collapse menu. If you click on this, it will collapse this menu so that you get more of the viewport. If you hover your mouse over one of the options, you will see the sub options or subcategories it has. For example, if I hover my mouse over the posts, you can see all posts, add new posts, categories, and tags. So there are a lot of options like this. So let me explain to you all of these basic options at first. So as soon as you log into your WordPress dashboard, this is the screen that you are going to see. This is the home page of your dashboard. Here you can see there's a welcome sign that says welcome to WordPress. It also tells you which version of WordPress you're using. You can click on this link to learn more about this version. There's the site health information, quick draft, at a glance, activities in your website. There's basically this page tells you the overall condition of your website. You can also drag and drop these boxes and you can rearrange them in any order you like. I think I'm going to put it over here and just extend it. I'm going to put it as it was. Okay, you can also disable these options. To do that, click in the screen options over here, and then you can see these check boxes. The site health status, the at a glance, activity, quick draft. Now, if you uncheck this message, such as the welcome message, if I uncheck this message will disappear. As you can see, it disappears. In this way, I can disable everything. You can see the dashboard is empty now. But I want to enable these options because it tells us the overall status of our website. So the next thing is the updates. If I click on updates, this actually lets you know about if you have any updates pending on your website. For example, you might have an outdated plugin or a theme or even the core version of WordPress. So you can update your WordPress version from here, or plugins or themes from here. From here, you can also reinstall your WordPress version. For example, if you're having some error, your error might be solved by reinstalling the version. So you can do that from here. The next one is the posts. Let me click on it. So this is where you can add new posts. So if you have a blog website, you would want to post new articles every day. So you can do it from here. Just come to this post and then select this add new, and you can create your own post or publish your own post. Currently we have a post called Hello World. This is the default post. Let me click on edit to show you how it looks. So currently it looks like this. It says, hello world, welcome to WordPress. This is your first post, edit or delete it, then start writing. So this is the Gutenberg editor. Using this, you can write your post. So I'm going to go back. I'm just going to click on this WordPress logo button to go back. So that is how the posts page look. You can also click on add new. Categories. Let me click on categories. Let me show you. Here you can add new categories for your post. Currently the uncategorized is the only category you have. You can add more category. Just put in the name of the category, the slug, if you want the parent type, a bit of description, then click on this add new category button to create a category for your posts. You can also create tags, which is very similar to the categories section. Just name your tag, slug, add a description, and then click on add new tag. See, all of these are very simple. Now let's go to the media. Now the media is where you put your photos, videos, and audios. Just click on this add new button. You can click on select files, and you can select files from your computer and upload it over here. You can also drag and drop those files in this media library. The next one is the pages section. From here, you can create your WordPress pages. Currently, we have only two pages, the privacy policy and the sample page that you saw earlier. I'm going to show you how you can create multiple pages, but let's just understand all of these options first. The next one is the comments option. So if you're building a website where people can comment on your posts, this is where you can handle the comments. So if a comment comes in, so this is an example Hi, this is a comment. To get started with moderating, editing, and deleting comments, please visit the comments screen in the dashboard. So when a comment is first made, it needs your approval to be displayed in your website. So from here, you can approve a comment or unapprove a comment, reply to it, edit it, spam it, or you can also delete it. So this is where you can handle your comments from. The next one is the appearance. So this is where you can add new themes to your WordPress website. So theme is very important. This is the first thing that you need. As you can see that we are using the 2022 theme. There are two more themes over here, which is the 2020 and 2021 theme. We don't need these themes. We will delete them later on and we will use a new theme. The appearance menu might change depending on what theme you're using. This menu might change. Now let's hover our mouse over to plugins. Now plugins are one of the most important things of WordPress websites. You might already know this. You install and activate different plugins to add different functionality to your website. So currently we have a plugin called Hello Dolly, which is the default plugin which comes in with the WordPress installation. The next thing is the users. From here you can add new users and assign your role. Currently there's only one user. If you want, you can click on this Add New button and create a new user for your website. You can also customize your profile. Just click on this profile button. You can customize your the color of your profile and check other profile related options. The next option is the tools option. Generally, as a beginner, you might not access this section very much, but from here you can export or import data from your website. You can also access your theme file editor or plugin files editor and other things. Another option is the settings option. From here you can see there are a lot of things: the general, the writing, the reading, the discussion, media, permalinks, privacy. There are a lot of things over here. So I mentioned earlier that you can change your site title and tagline from WordPress dashboard. So this is the part that I was talking about. You can change your site title and tagline from here. So that's everything about the WordPress dashboard. Now, as you install new themes and plugins, your dashboard menu will change. New options, new features will be added in this section. So the first thing that you should do after installing a fresh copy of WordPress is go to your appearance and delete any themes that you don't need. So we don't need these two themes. We are going to delete these. Select this and click on delete. Then click on OK. Again, select this theme. We're going to click on delete. Okay, so we only have one theme now. Now, as for plugins, we'll do the same. Now we are going to change our website name. So go to settings. Now here we can choose a new name for our website. We are going to, just for example, we are going to change its name. So we're going to go with a WordPress website, and for the tagline we're going to add a powerful WordPress site. So this is just for an example. So after that you have to click on Save Changes to save all of these changes. You can see the changes has taken effect. See, all of these are so easy. Now you are familiar with each and every elements of WordPress dashboard. We are now ready to build our website. Okay. So if you guys remember, I said the first thing that you should get is a theme. So let's go get ourselves a theme. To install a theme, hover your mouse over Appearance and then click on Themes. You can see that we are using the 2022 theme. We cannot delete this theme because we are using it currently. So from here you can see a button called Add New. Click on it. And you'll see several themes over here. There's the 2021 theme. There's the Hello Elementor, there's the theme by Astra, there's Ocean WP, there's the 2017 Neve, Cadence theme. There's so many popular themes over here. And among those popular themes, you will find GeneratePress, Hesta, and this is the theme that we are looking for, Blocksy. So you can install Blocksy from here. If you cannot find it, you can simply search for it over here. And there it is. From here, we will click on install. Just click on the install button and wait. Okay, so it's installed. Now we're going to click on the activate button to activate this theme. Let's click on the activate button. And there it is. Our theme is now activated. Now let's quickly go and take a look how our website looks. So as you can see, the entire interface has changed. The logo is over here. There's the sample page, a search icon, and only one post called Hello World. If you click on this search icon, you can see a new interface is given to you for search. So currently we don't have any contents or anything, so it looks so blank. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. And we're going to go to themes, and there it is. So what you should do right after you install Blocksy, you should see a message that says, "Thanks for installing Blocksy, you rock." So they are now suggesting you to install a plugin called the Blocksy Companion plugin. So this basically adds more extensions and templates to your Blocksy theme. It basically makes your theme more powerful. So I would suggest that you install it. We're going to click on this install button and wait for a few seconds. And the Blocksy Companion plugin is activated. Now you should see this screen. Let me read what this says. Never miss an important update. Opt into our security and feature updates, notifications, and non-sensitive diagnostic tracking with freemius.com. So you can click on allow and continue, or you can skip this if you want. So I'm skipping this for now. Okay, now we're in this page. And I told you previously that your dashboard might change according to what themes and plugins you're using. Since we have installed a new plugin, you can see that Blocksy option has been added to your WordPress dashboard. Now let's see what Blocksy has to offer. So from here you can see the most innovative, intuitive, and lightning fast WordPress theme. Build your next web project visually in no time. So this is one of the most amazing themes you could get. So from here you can see that it has the color options, the header options. Blocksy has its own header builder, by the way. There's the blog options, page options, sidebars, footers, and so much more. There's also the starter sites. If you click on this, you can see there are, let it load. It's loading. You can see there are a lot of starter sites. You can just import this with one click and you can build your website on top of that starter site. Now let's look at the extensions. There are a lot of free extensions over here. The cookie consent, the newsletter subscribe, product review, trending posts, widgets. Now some of these extensions are website specific extensions. For example, this product review extension. This is an extension you would need when you are building an e-commerce website. So, and newsletters and trending posts, these are usually for blogs. You can also see the Pro extensions. So if you purchase the Blocksy Pro, you will get all of these extensions: the Adobe Typekit, custom code snippets, custom fonts, local Google fonts, and etc. Let's look at the useful plugins. There are a lot of useful plugins over here, such as the stackable Gutenberg blocks, Jet Engine toolset, Getwid Gutenberg blocks, Translate Press, Breezy Page Builder. Yes, Blocksy supports 3 page builders, which are the Breezy Page Builder, the Elementor Page Builder, and the Gutenberg Page Builder. So Gutenberg is the default page builder of Blocksy. So let's take a look at the changelog. You can also take a look at the changelog. You can see that the last update was on July 14th. You can see that there are very frequent updates, which is good thing. So there's also a portion where you can compare the free versus pro. This says what features you get in the free version and what features you get in the pro version. We have also published a blog post on this topic. Make sure you check it out on our blog. Alright, now let's get ourselves a starter site. So this is the quickest way of building a website. So click on the starter sites and you can see there are various sites: the catering, the barbershop, business consult. You can also click on preview to preview this how this website looks. Now, catering is for catering websites, or food websites. Barbershop is for barbershop. And it's not like that you cannot change all of this, because you can change the barbershop and use it for something else, such as an e-commerce site or a business site. You can customize these your way. Also, you can notice one thing. When I hover my mouse over here, you can see that it's written Gutenberg. Now, if you don't know what Gutenberg is the default page builder of WordPress. Using Gutenberg blocks, you can build your website. So when you hover your mouse over a theme, you can see Gutenberg. That means this theme supports Gutenberg. You can also see, if I hover my mouse over here, you can see Elementor. Elementor is probably the most popular page builders out there. You can also use Elementors. It's no problem. So there are a lot of sites over here. Let me see which I'm going to use. I think we can use this one, the business. It has support for 3 page builders, the Gutenberg, Breezy, and Elementor, which is very good for us. I suggest that you pick the theme that goes with your business, plus also it has the support for your favorite page builder. So I'm going to click on preview to look at the preview of this website. So this is how the website looks. You can see that the logo is over here, the menu is over here, there's a button, there's some text over here, learn more, see our services. So I think we can use this theme. Alright, so let's go back. So we're back in our WordPress dashboard. So we're going to just click on import, and then it suggests us installing a child theme. And I think it's a good practice using a child theme, because it protects your parent theme if something goes wrong. So I would suggest you install a child theme, then click on next. Now it asks you to choose a page builder. Since this particular starter site supports all 3 page builders, you can select any page builder you want. I'm going with Gutenberg because Blocksy works really amazing with Gutenberg. And since it's the default page builder of WordPress, you will get a really good performance. But if you want to choose Breezy or Elementor, you can choose those page builders as well. So after selecting your page builder, click on next. Stackable Ultimate Gutenberg blocks, which adds more blocks to your Gutenberg page builder, making it even more powerful. And now we're going to click on next. So now it will import content. So make sure the options, widgets, and contents are all checked. Also check the clean install. So the clean install option will remove the previous imported contents and will perform a fresh and clean install. So if you had imported another theme or starter site, it will remove all those contents and it will install the contents of the new theme. Now I'm going to click on install. And just wait for a few seconds. And the installation is completed. You can see the message is saying starter site import complete. Now let's click on the view site to see how our website now looks. Fantastic. You can see that it's the exact same theme that we looked at. There's the logo, there's the menu, there's the take action button. It also has a hover effect. And you can see there's some text over here, some bold text, and there's 2 buttons over here, learn more, see our services. And you can see there's a sticky header also. As I scroll down, it sticks to the upper part, to the top part of our website. There's the what we do, which describes what does a business do. It has a purple hover on color. We can also change all of these. The view pricing, take action. There's an image over here, and on the right side there's some texts and some bullet points. And looks great. It also has a blog, I see. And you can put a video in here also, and you can put in some statistics. And this is the testimonial area. Reach out now, and there's the footer at the bottom. There's also some social media icon and the copyright. So let's go back up and see if it has other pages. Let's click on the about page. And it does have an about page. There's the our story, and there's a video you can play. The company values. your projects, our team. There's an our team section and the footer. Nice. Now let's take a look at the blog. There's a blog also. Fantastic. And there's the contact page. There's a form where people can type in their full name, email address, subject, comment or the message, and click on the send message button to send this message to you. Okay, so everything looks really good. So the first thing that I'm going to do is customize the header. To do that, you can simply click on this customize button. It will take you to the customize section. So I'm going to do that. And wait for a few minutes, and there it is. This is the customization menu. You can also access this customization menu from the WordPress dashboard. I'll show you. Just click on this cross button and then go to the dashboard. And from here, there's the appearance and customize. So you can click on this. It will have the same effect. It will take you to the same page. So on the left hand side there's a bunch of options, and on the right hand side this is our website. So when we make changes here, you can see that it's taking effect right over here. So the options, there's the general option, there's the post types, there's pages, and there's core. So there's a lot of options. First, let me show you the site identity, which is under the core. So from here you can actually change your site title and tagline if you want. So let's change our site title. So I have changed our site title to BizWorld and the tagline to a business website, which is more relevant because this is a business website. Whatever you do, always click on this publish to save your changes. Otherwise, the changes will not be saved. So click on this arrow to go back. Now, let's scroll up and head to the general options. From here, I'm going to click on general. And you can see there are a lot of options over here. The first option, you don't have to tweak everything. So I'm going to show you a few of these. You will have the general idea. So click on this layout option. And you can see there's the maximum width, the content area spacing, the narrow container max width. If you're unsure, no need to touch this because by default, it has the best measurements set here. So I'm just showing you that you can change these maximum site width. So let's see what happens if I lower it. You can see that our contents are slowly getting squished. So if I increase this, our contents in our website will have more area. And I think this is the best measurements for your maximum site width. You can change it if you want. So after layout, there's a lot of other things such as the buttons, breadcrumbs, form elements, entry content, social network accounts, visitor engagement, so many more things. We will explore some of these later on, but let's talk about the scroll to up button. So it is currently toggled off. So the scroll to top button is, for example, when I scroll down, if I want to go back up, I'll have to scroll all the way up. To eliminate this problem, there's Blocksy has introduced the scroll to top button. So let's see what happens when you enable this. So now when I scroll, you can see that there's a small square box over here. So let's say if I scroll down, now if I click on this button, it will bring me to the top. So I think this is a very good feature. You should turn it on. Another one is the website frame. Let's click on this one. And you can see that it adds a frame around your website. If it sits well with your design, you can just enable it. So I'm going to disable it and then go back. The next thing that I want to do is build our header. So click on this header button and you can see that a new window has popped up from the bottom. It has a top row, a middle row, and a bottom row. In the middle row or the main row, you can see there's the logo, there's menu, and there's the button. And what this is basically, this is the header builder, and you can see the same orientation over here. The logo is over here, the menu is in the middle, and the button is on the right hand side over here. So you can build your header with this header builder. So there's a lot of elements over at the left hand side. You can simply grab these elements and drop it in the header. Let me show you how things take effect. So for example, if I want to move my menu to the right side, I will just simply grab this menu and drop it over here. And you can see the menu has moved to the right hand side. And I can also move the logo to the middle. If I click on it and drag it and drop it over here, you can see the logo has moved in the middle. I'm going to grab it and drag it and drop it over here again. So that is how you can change your menu. So I can also remove this button from here. If I click on this close button, this cross button, the button will disappear. Now if I want to bring it again, I'll just have to drag and drop it over here. But I don't want the button. I want to put a search icon over here. So let's grab this search element and then drop it over here. So you can see the search icon has appeared. So now that you know how you can customize your header, let's see how you can change your logo. So you can either click over here on this button, or you can click on this button. After you click on this, you will see there's a new customization menu. You can see the logo is over here, the transparent state logo, and the sticky state logo. So what all these three logo means is currently it's using this transparent state logo because the header is transparent. So if we scroll down, the sticky state logo will appear and it will look like this. Now if we use the white logo on the sticky menu, we wouldn't see it because the logo becomes white and the background also becomes white, so you couldn't see the logo. That's why they created 3 different states for your logo. Now let's change our logo. So I'm going to click on this transparent state logo, and it's telling us to drop files to upload. You can also see the media library has a lot of images over here, but we're going to upload our own logo. So I'm going to click on select files and then choose this modern 3D logo. And then I'm going to click on select. And you can see the logo is over here, but it's very small. But don't worry, we will increase its size. Let's do this same for all of the logos. So I'm going to click on here and then select our logo and then click on select. I'm going to click on over here and select our logo, and that's it. So we have the same logo for all 3 states. So to increase its size, simply scroll down and you'll see an option called the logo height. So we're just simply going to slide this to the right, and you can see that our logo is expanding. So I'm going to keep it at, say, 100. Okay, so that looks really great. Now let's scroll down a bit and see how everything looks. There's 3 other options over here that says sticky state shrink, site title, and site tagline. So if you enable this sticky state shrink, what happens is when you scroll down, your logo will shrink down. So let's see what happens. So when I scroll down, you see our logo just shrank, reduces to 70%. So I'm going to increase it to 80. Okay, so now let's see. When I scroll down, it shrinks down to 80%. The other options are the site title. So if I click on the site title will appear, which says business. So you can change your site title. So I have given the name the Biz World. So you can also put whatever name you want. Now for the site tagline, if you click on this one, a new tagline will appear below the site title, which says just another WordPress site. So you can write whatever you want over here and it will take effect. So for me, I don't want the site tagline. I'm going to disable it. And you can also change your logo position. You can put it to the right side and Bizworld to the left. You can put it on the top. So whatever style you prefer, but I think the left one was better. That's it. So that is how you can change your logo. So after you make changes, just make sure to click on Publish and then go back. So what about the menu now? How can you put more menu links over here? And how can you change the design or style of your menu? To do that, I'm going to simply click on Menu. The first thing it shows us is the design. So there are various designs. There's the type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. So let's select the type 2. So the type 2 design puts an underline below the link, and the third type of design, it covers the whole link. And the fourth one is another design which puts borders on top and bottom of the link. It also has an animation. It looks kind of cool, but I think I'm going to go with the default one. It looks really good. You can also determine the item spacing. So if you think that there's too much space, you can lower it. You can see that you can lower the space, but I'm going to keep it at 50 pixels. You can also stretch the menu, the drop down. There's a lot of effects you can play out with. But currently I want to know how you can put more links to your menu. So go back, and from here find menu. So from core you can see there's the menus. I'm going to select this, and this is the main menu. You can also create a new menu from here, but we're going to just modify the current menu. Just click on this, and you can see that this is our main menu, which has the home, the about, the blog, the contact. You can also drag and drop this and it will take effect. It's not doing it currently. Maybe if I'll click on Publish. Still not happening. Let me rephrase this page. Okay, so now it happened. The blog is now in front. So sometimes if you don't see the changes, you should refresh it and you should see the changes. And now what if I want to remove something? Say I don't want the blog for my menu. Simply just click on it and then click on this remove button, and the blog will be removed. Of course, we're not seeing these changes right now. If you want to see these changes, click on Publish and then refresh the page. And now you can see the blog is gone. So that is how you can remove links from your menu. So what if I want to add something? So let's click on this add item, and there's all the available links that we have. So I want to put the blog back on here. So I'm just going to click on this plus icon and the blog is added. Then I'm going to drag and drop it over here. And that's it. That's how you can add different pages. You can also add custom links and posts and categories on your menu if you want. For example, I want to put the news and useful categories below the blog. So what can I do is, first I'm going to add this news and useful. Then I'm going to drag this over here. Then I'm going to move my mouse to the right side and place it over here. Now you can see that all the objects are adjacent to one another, but this news is not. It's on the right side of the blog. This means that the blog is the parent menu of this news. So the news will appear below the blog. So I want to do the same for the useful. And there you go. So we have added enough links. You can also add custom links if you want, as I said before. So I'm going to click on Publish. And then we're going to click on back, and then refresh our page. And you can see now, if I put my mouse over here, you can see that news and useful links has appeared below the blog link. Another thing that we have to do is make our website responsive so that it can be displayed perfectly in all devices, such as the mobile device or the tablet device. So this theme has been developed completely responsive. So to check its responsiveness, you can see that there's 3 icons over here: the desktop, the tablet, and the mobile. So let's click on this tablet and see the tablet view. So now you can see the tablet view over here. And you can see it looks cool. Although the menu is gone, it's now turned into a hamburger menu. We'll explore it later on. Let's first look at the mobile menu. And that is how it looks on mobile devices. Everything is okay, but one thing that we're seeing is that our logo is very small. So we'll have to increase our logo size. So let's go to the tablet view first, and then click on our header, and then click on this logo. And in the logo height, you can see that it's 15 pixels only. So I want to increase its size. So I'm just going to increase its size. Make sure that the tablet view is selected from here. So it's currently way too big. I want to reduce the size to 80 pixels. I think it looks good. Now let's go to the mobile device. And it's 80 from the start. Nice. So we're going to click on Publish. Now let's look at our responsive view. Cool. Now our logo looks great. But on the mobile device, this site title doesn't look really nice. So I want to remove the site title for mobile devices. To do that, let's go back to our header and then logo. Just go to the site title, and there you can see that there's the site title visibility. So I don't want it on the mobile devices. So I want to click on this one. And now let's click on the mobile device. And you can see that our site title is gone. So come back here and scroll down. And there's the 3 resolutions: the desktop, the tablet, and the mobile. So I'm going to click on this one to disable it. And you can see that the site title is not visible for the mobile devices. Now let's check our website. I'm going to click on Publish. Go back. And now let's see the desktop. The desktop view looks perfect. Now let's look at the tablet view. It's also great. Let's look at the mobile view. Perfect. The site title is gone. Perfect. Now also let's take a look at the menu right now. If we click on this menu, it actually brings up our menu that we had. It's really great. You can also edit your address, your work hours, or you can delete these texts completely. You can also put in the link for your social media icons. I'll show you how you can do that. But before that, let's save our progress. So click on this Publish button to save our progress. So let's take a look at this menu, and there's the address, the work hours, and the social media icons. So you can change all of these texts as well. Let me show you how you can do that. Let's close this and let's go to the header. Now, while you're in the mobile view, you can see that there's the header builder, and this is the off canvas area. So when we click on this menu, you can see the same orientation: the mobile menu, the HTML, and the social. So let's click on this HTML, and you can see that the address is over here. So you can write your own address over here. So you can put in your own address, your own work hour. So I'm not going to change it right now because it looks really good. I'm just showing you can change it yourselves. And let's click on the social. Currently it has Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want to add more social media, just click on this drop down menu. And you can see there's Apple Podcasts, Behance, CodePen, DTube, Discord, Dribble. There's a lot of things over here. You can put your email address, Facebook group, Facebook Messenger, Flickr. There's so many more options here. You can put TikTok, you can put your WeChat, many more options. I don't want all of those. I just want the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So you can also rearrange this if you want. So from here you can add all of your social media. And to add the social media URL, your own Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram link, we have to go to Generals and then Social Network Accounts. So from here, we're going to go to General, and from here, Social Network Accounts. And from here, you can find Facebook, and just put in your link over here, Facebook, and you can put in your Twitter, and you can put in your Instagram. There's Instagram. You can just put in your link URL, and it will be automatically inserted over here. So that's how you can actually customize your social media icons. You can change the interface into dark mode. You see that there's a button over here with the moon icon. Click on it and it will enable the dark mode. So if you prefer working with the dark mode, you can work with this, but I'm going to work with the light mode. I just wanted to show you this cool feature. So now that our header is complete and it is also responsive, let's work on our footer. So scroll down at the bottom of your website and you'll see that there's the footer area. And they have quite a comprehensive footer area. You can see there's the contact info. There's some icons over here and you can place your address, phone number, mobile phone. There's an About Us section, the achievements, quick links, useful information, the important links, shipping information. And in the bottom of the row, there's the copyright information, some copyright text, and there's the social media icons. So I don't want to change much in the footer, but I want to show you how you can customize the footer. So to customize it, just click on this edit button at the top over here, and it will bring up the footer builder. So the footer builder is much like the header builder, only you have to select how many columns you want and then drag and drop the elements over here. So you can just drag the elements and just drop it anywhere over here. So that is how you can work with the footer builder. So to create a few columns, what you should do is, for example, I want to create 3 columns for the top row. So currently there are 2 columns, even though they're empty. Select this top row, and on the top you can see that there's 2 columns. So you can select 3 columns. Now you can see there are 3 columns over here. You can also create 4 columns and create as much columns as you need. Up to 6 columns you can create. So let me bring it to the default 2 columns. So you can actually select the column layout as well. So there's currently a 50-50. There's 2 columns and it's divided into 50-50 equally. There's also a 70-30, 30-70, and 80-20, and 20-80 layouts. You can also adjust the column spacing, widget spacing, row vertical spacing, vertical alignment, container width, etc. These are all very complex, but you don't actually need to adjust much of this. So let me quickly show you how you can edit all of these. So let's go with the contact info first. So to edit the contact info, this is the widget area 4. You can either click on this or you can click on this edit. When you hover your mouse over at the widget area 4, the edit button appears over here. So click on this edit button. On the left side, there's the welcome to block widgets. Just click on this got it button and wait for a few seconds. And there it is. From here, you can customize the contact info. So you can also select the title over here. Currently it's contact info. I don't want to change anything. Here you can write anything or any text you want. I'm not going to write anything. I'm just showing you how you can edit all of this. So you can also customize this area over here. So there's the address, the phone, the mobile phone. So you can also remove elements from here. For example, if I want to remove the phone, I'll just click on this cross button. and it will be removed. I can also add more information. There's the work hours, fax, email, website. So I want to select the email. So I'm going to select email, and then I'm going to click on this plus button, and it will be added over here. Just wait for a few seconds. And there it is. So here you can just simply put in your email address. To do that, just simply click on this drop down button, and you can edit every aspect. The title over here, the email address, and you can also put a link if you want. So that is how you can customize this area. And again, you can also change the icon size to small, large, or medium. So let's select medium and see how it looks. Oh, it's way too big. I think the small one was better. So I'm going to select the small one again. So there's also the icon shape type. This is currently rounded. You can also put a square, or you can select none. So there will be no shapes at all. Okay, and I think I like this. This looks a bit more clean. And you can also enable this button that says open in a new tab. For example, if someone clicked on a link over here, it will be opened in a new tab in their browser. You can also add more blocks to this section if you want. So there's a lot of customization options. You can also tweak the design if you want, but currently I like it the way it is. Similarly to this process, you can also edit the About Us section. Just click on this edit button, and you can see there's the About Us, there's the achievements. You can add even more blocks if you want, or you can remove this. For example, to remove the achievements, simply click on these three dots and it will bring up a menu. And at the end of the menu, you will find an option called Remove Legacy Widget. Click on this and the achievements block will be removed. Just wait for a few seconds for it to take effect, and that's it, it's removed. So that is how you can edit these sections or remove them if you want. So scroll down, and I want to change the copyright text now. So to do that, just hover your mouse on this bottom row and then click on edit. And to actually change this, I think we've selected the bottom row, but we haven't selected the copyright text. To select the copyright text, we have to click on here. And we can edit this text from here. That's how you can edit the copyright text. You can also select the designs, the font colors, and font family from here. But I'm not going to do that. I want to remove the social media icons from here. So you can either select this edit button, which is kind of hidden beneath our back to top button. So I'm going to click on this button. So it will also bring up the customizer. So from here, I want to remove the social media icons completely. If you want, you can keep it, but I'm going to remove it. There's a lot of ways to edit these social media icons, but for me, I want to remove it. To remove a element, just click on this cross button. It will be removed completely. So we have a vacant space over here. If you want to add more columns, it's really easy. Just click on this edit and you can increase the number of columns for this particular row. So I don't want to do that. I only want 2 rows. But in here, in the place of social media icons, I want to place the footer menu. So let's go back. So let's grab the footer menu from here and then place it over here in the footer builder. As you can see, the footer menus over here, there's an extra link called privacy policy. Basically, that is how you can edit the footer. So click on publish to save your progress. Okay, now it's saved. All right, so let's head back up. Now that our header is complete and our footer is complete, there's a few more things that we want to customize, such as the colors and typography. So let's change the typography of our website first. So from the general options, you can see there's typography. Click on it and here's your typography customization menu. You can see that the typography customization menu has been divided into various tags, such as the base font, the heading 1, H1 tag, the H2 tag, H3, H4, and up to H6 fonts. I think we don't have H6 or H5 or H4. The entire theme is built with H1, H2, and H3. Probably H4 might be there, but I'm not sure. So you can change the font family of these heading texts. You can also change the button font family, the block codes, pre-formatted, and there's the fallback font family, which is sans serif. So if any of the selected fonts are not available, the sans serif font family will be used instead. So let's go ahead and change some of the typography of our website. So there's the base font. So if I want to change the base font of the entire website, I have to select this system default and select a font family. You can see there are 4 things to select here: the font family, the font size, and the font style. And there's the settings option. You can select it and change the font size, line height, letter spacing. So I want to change this heading text over here. So I think this is a H2 tag. So to change this, I'll have to go over here and select the, first let me deselect this one. I have to click on this font, which is default family right now. So you can see these are all the available font families over here. There's a large collection of font families, a huge library of font families. So this is one of the advantages of using Blocksy. It gives you access to numerous font family. So from here, if you want to search for a particular font family, you can do that as well. Just click on this search icon over here and then type the name of your font family. For example, I want to search for a font family called Lucida. And here it is. Simply select this. As you can see, our heading font family has already changed. So that's cool. You can also customize the size of your heading, but we're not going to do that. It's currently well customized. So I can go ahead and change each of these texts from here, but I don't want to do that. I just wanted to change this H2 tag, and for the entire website I want to select another font. To do that, I'm going to select on the base font, system default, and then I'm going to search for a font called Poppins, which is one of my favorite fonts. Just select this, and there you go. Your entire website base font has changed into Poppins. So this has also taken for the buttons and some of this text over here. And yes, that's basically it. That's how you can change your typography of your website. So if you want to change the font size, you can also do that. Just go to here and just tweak this slider. So if I tweak it a little bit more, you see that the font size increased a lot. So I don't want that. I just want 17 pixels perhaps. Yes, perfect. So this is good. This is very nice. So that's enough about typography. So one of the advantages of using the typography customization menu is that you don't have to go to individual texts and change its font family. You can just select the tag and change its font family, and the change will take throughout your website. So this is far more effective and efficient way of changing your typography of your website. So after you're done customizing it, just click on Publish to save your changes and go back. Now we want to change the colors of our website. So to change the colors, you can find the colors option over here, right above typography. So click on it. As you can see, there are various options for your colors. So there's the global color palette, there's the global colors, and there's the all headings color, and there's the site background color. So let's first talk about the global color palette. So you can see there are 8 colors over here. These are the light purple, the dark purple, the light dark, the dark, and there are some more white colors over here. So the entire website is using these 8 colors. And for example, the text selection, when we select this text, you can see that this is a light purple. That means this is the color number 1. So if we hover over buttons, you can see that this is a dark purple. So that means this is using the color number 2. For text, you can understand that we're using the 3rd color. And for hover effect, these are the light color, the color 1 again. So if you want to change these colors, the hover, the text selection, what you have to do is notice which color it is. And from the global palette, change that color. For example, if I want to change the text selection and the hover color, I'll have to change the color 1. So I'll have to select this one and perhaps select a lighter color. Okay. Now if I select the text, you can see that it has turned into a pinkish color. Let's see our hover. Yes, the hovering has also changed. So that is how you can customize each and every color palette. So another thing about the global color palette is this isn't the only color palette available. Blocksy gives you a number of different color palettes. To check all of these palettes, you can see there's an arrow button over here. Click on this and you can see there are so many color palettes over here. There are 15 different color palettes you can choose from. So for a business website, I think the color blue is more suited. So you can see that color palette 1 has the blue color we are speaking of. Now select this one and your overall color palette has changed. Now you can see the text selection has changed, the button hovering has changed, the menu item color has changed, the hovering, the entire website has changed into a blue colored theme. If you want to change the other colors individually, you can change the global palette. For advanced color customization, what you can do is, for example, if you want the base text to be different, you can select this from over here and you can change it. And as you can see that changing the base text doesn't affect the global color palette. You can also change the text selection. For example, if I want to make it into a dark red, as you can see that our text selection has changed and it hasn't affected our global color palette. So that is how you can customize the color of your website. So after you are done, just simply click on publish. I don't want the red color. I think the previous one was better. Okay, so now click on publish to save your changes and then go back. So that is how you can customize your typography and colors of your website. Okay, so now let's click on this cross button to go back and review what we have done so far. So we have customized the header using the header builder. We introduced a new logo and we put the site title over here. Then we customized the menu a little bit and added the news categories and useful categories beneath the blog menu item. We also added a search button over here so your users can search for things on your website. So again, another thing that we did was we customized the footer over here. I didn't change much, but I removed an item over here and I edited the copyright text, and I also removed the social media icons and added a footer menu over here. And we also changed the colors of the website using the customization menu. We also changed the typography. Here you can see we changed the H2 font family. We also customized the overall website font family to Poppins. So now that is left is to edit our web page using the Gutenberg page editor. So to do that, click on this edit page button over here and it will open up Gutenberg page editor. So there are various page builders out there, such as Gutenberg, Breezy, Elementor. So we picked Gutenberg for this theme. One of the advantages of using Blocksy starter sites is that you will be able to use various page builders for the themes. So the starter site that we selected, 3 page builders were available: Gutenberg, Breezy, and Elementor. We selected Gutenberg because it is the default page builder of WordPress and it is so easy to use. So let me show you. So if you're wondering how to customize these texts over here, how the buttons were created, how the spacings were done, how the background image was added. So these were all done using the Gutenberg page builders. So let's see how it works. So first you take a column or a container like this, and then what you do is add more columns to it. So in this column or a container, there are 2 more columns over here, column number 1 and column number 2. So in column you add various blocks or elements. So this is a text element, and there is another header element, and there are some text element over here, and there are some buttons over here. So to have a more simplified look, you can click on this list view button over here. So if you click on this, it will show you how the entire website has been built. So let me close these settings up so you can see. So you can see that there's a column or a container. So let me expand this, and this column or a container has 2 more columns over here, column number 1 and column number 2. And column number 1 has some elements in it. So let's expand these as well. As you can see, there's a text, a heading text, and a normal text, and a button group. So you can see the same orientation over here. And as we hover our mouse over these elements, you can see that it is being selected. You see there's a blue border around this column because we are hovering our mouse over it. If we hover our mouse over this column, this will be selected. So this is how you can see how the entire web page was built, with columns and containers. So what you basically do is you take a column or a container, you add more columns into it, and then you add elements. And then you edit the elements from this settings menu. For example, this entire container can be edited from right here. There are 3 editing options: the block, the style, and the advanced. So let's try to change the background image of this container. So I'm going to click on this block option, and you can see there are various editing options: the alignment, the background, size, spacing, borders, and shadows. So what we are looking for is the background. So if we deselect this or disable this, you can see the background is totally gone. But we don't want that. We want the background to be there. We just want to change the image. So scroll down, and you can see that there's an image over here. So if you select this image, if you click on this image, it will open up your media library, and you can select any image for your background. So I'm going to select this first image over here that I uploaded, and you can see that the image has changed. So in this way you can edit any blocks or any columns, containers, and whatsoever. To show you how the Gutenberg page builder actually works, I'm going to delete this entire container and recreate it from scratch so that you'll have a better idea or understanding how Gutenberg actually works. So let's select this, and you can press delete on your keyboard to delete this section, or you can click on this options button and then click on remove containers. You can also click on this list view, click on settings over here, and then remove container from over here. So I'm going to remove the container, and as you can see, there's no more container right now. Now close this up, and now let's see how you can build the front of the website, the front page of the website from scratch. So from home, just press enter on your keyboard, And then we are going to choose a block. To choose a block, you can either click on this plus button, or you can click on this plus button. So I'm going to click on this plus button because it shows us all the blocks that Gutenberg has. As you can see, there are so many blocks over here. These are all the blocks that you can use on your website. As you can see, there are so many blocks over here that you can use. You see, there are some icons with the dark color, and there are some icons over here which are more colorful. So actually, when we installed Blocksy Companion, it also installed another plugin called Stackable. Now, Stackable adds more Gutenberg blocks to your existing library, and it gives you more customization option. And if you look at the list view of your website, you can see that all of the elements were built with the stackable Gutenberg blocks. So let me go back to the dashboard and show you in plugins over here. If we click on plugins, there's a plugin called Stackable Gutenberg Blocks, an amazing block library that lets you reimagine the way you use WordPress block editor, Gutenberg. So we are going to use the stackable Gutenberg blocks because by default, this theme was built with these stackable blocks, all right? So from here, we're going to click on the plus button, and then we are going to take a column. So let's scroll down. And here you can see there's the column and container block that we want. So if you're having trouble locating this, what you can do is search for it over here. So I'm going to search column, column, yes. So I'm going to click on this icon, and this option appears over here. Now what this tells you is select a variation to start with. So there's the 100%, so there will be no columns within this container. You can also take 2 columns, which is a 50-50 split. You can also take 2 columns with 30-70 split. You can take 2 columns with 70-30 split. You can take 3 columns with 33% split, which is equal. And there's a 25-50 and 25 split of 3 columns. And you can also take 4 columns with equal 25-25-25-25% split. So we're going to select the 50-50 split because previously you saw that we had 2 columns in our main container. So click on this. So as you can see that our container is created with 2 columns. But the problem is we are not seeing our column and we cannot select it and add our background image. So adding the background image is the first thing that I want to do, and since I cannot select it, there's a way you can do that. To do that, you can simply click on this list view and then click on this column/container. So this will select the container containing our 2 columns. So to add a background image, just enable this button, and you can actually select a default color for your background. You can see there are various colors over here. Just click on one of the color and the background color will be applied. So we are not going to apply any background color. I'm just showing you this option. We are going to use a background image. So scroll down and here you can see the background image or video. So we are going to use an image. So click on this button and I'm going to select this image. I uploaded this earlier. Select it and our background image has been selected. Now one thing you can see is that it's very small, right? Our previous image was way bigger. So to do that, we have to add padding on the top and bottom of this container. To do that, select this container, main container, and scroll down. And you can see there's an option called size and spacing. So expand this. And you can see there's a padding option over here. So if you increase the slider, it will increase the overall padding of this container. But we only want to add top and bottom padding. To do that, here's an icon over here that says individual sides. Click on this and it will give you the individual sides which you can actually expand. So this is the top padding. So I'm going to increase it to maximum. Good. Now there's the bottom padding. I want to increase this padding to maximum again. As you can see that our main section is coming along really great, but the main image should be even bigger. So don't worry about that. If we start adding elements over here, it will automatically resize, or it will expand. So I'm going to click close on this list view so I can have a better view over here. Now let's start adding some elements. To add some elements in this column, just click on this add block. And you can select the block that you want, the text, heading, or you can simply search for what you're looking for in the search bar, and you can pick your block from over there. So if you remember, we had some text over here. So I'm going to insert some text. Okay, now I'm going to write something. So after you're done writing the text, press enter on your keyboard to go to the next block. So now I want to include a header. So you can type / on your keyboard, and it will bring up this small menu consisting of various blocks. So you can pick your block from here, or you can type what you want. For example, I want the header, so I'm going to type HEADING, heading, and you can see the heading block is over here. So simply select the heading block. So this is a shortcut way of adding blocks to your website. Okay, so the heading block has been applied. Now I'm going to write something over here. Okay, so now that we have our heading text, we are going to go to the next line and add some more text. And for this line, we don't have to add the text block manually, because by default, the text block is already selected here. Okay, so we have added some texts, and if I remember correctly, there were some buttons over here as well. So we're going to add some buttons. So you can either click on this plus button, or you can use the / and add buttons from there. So I'm going to do that since that is very easy to do. So I'm going to click on / and you can see that buttons are over here. Okay, so now we have added a button over here. Now let's write something on the button. So I'm going to write learn more. And I'm going to insert another button. To enter multiple elements or blocks in one container, you can simply click on this plus button and select your button from there. In this button, I'm going to write see our services. So that's it. We have added some texts and some buttons. Now we have to make some editing changes. So to actually design our button, we can do that by selecting this button, and you can see there are various styles to choose from. So let's see what the ghost style looks like. Yes, I think this is how the default button was. So let's go to block, and you can also add background to your buttons, which is not needed. You can also adjust the size and spacing of your button. So if you want to shrink this button or expand this button, you can do it from here. You can also add borders and shadow to your button. But currently I think it's okay. You can also add links to your button. To do that, go to your service page and copy the URL and paste the URL over here. So when people click on this button, they will go to the services page. After that, you can also check the button colors. If you want, you can change the button colors from here. You can change the text colors, the button size and spacing, the icons. I think it's great. Now let's look at the Learn More button. So I'm going to make some changes in the Learn More button. So the style is okay, but I want to change the color. So to change the color, I'm going to select this color over here and then add some icons to the button. To add some icons, just click on this icon, and Blocksy will suggest some icons from their library. So let's select something relevant. Okay, let's select this icon over here. So now your button looks a bit more furnished. but it doesn't match with this button. So let's change the border of this button. So from the button borders and shadows, we are going to click on this to change our button border color. And this one is better, so I'm going to select this one. And then let's change the text color. So to change the text color, we are going to go back to button colors and then select the white text. Okay, so now it looks rather well. So another problem that we have over here is our texts are dark in color. And if you remember correctly, the theme originally had white texts over here. So we have to change the color of our texts. So to change your text color, just select your text and then from here, click on this button and change your text to white color. And then repeat the same process for these texts over here. Select it and change it into white color. And using the same process over again, just select this text and change its color. Okay, so one problem is since the texts are all white and our background is also white, it's difficult to see the texts. So we are going to add an overlay to our background image. To do that, simply select this whole container. Okay, so after selecting this container, expand the background, and from here you can add a background color. So I'm going to select this palette color 3, which is a bit darker color. This color is looking great. Let's also try to apply this one. Okay, so this is also good. You can also adjust the strength of the background media tint. If we reduce it to 4, it becomes less light, 3 less light, and if we adjust it to 1, it becomes even lighter. So I think 5 was good. So I'm going to set it to 5. Now you can see that our texts are more visible and our buttons are visible as well. I think this is all looking really perfect. So you might see that there's another column over here. You might ask that why do we need another column here? So let's try to remove this column and see how it looks. So if I click on remove column, you can see that nothing has changed, just all of these contents on the left column has taken the full width over here. So you can also go with this design if you like, but I like the previous design, so I'm going to click on Ctrl Z to undo. Now, as you can see that our landing page is looking really good. It almost looks like the previous one that we had with this theme. So one thing you can also do is apply full width over here. To do that, go to Style and then choose the Align Full. Okay, so now let's talk about a few other customization options. As you can see, there are a lot of options, the top separator, the bottom separator, and we haven't even explored the advanced settings because we didn't need it. So you can also explore all of this if you want. For example, the bottom separator adds kind of stylish separator at the end of this container. So let's take a look. If we enable this button, as you can see, a bottom separator has been added. You can select various style for your separator. There's the wave 1, there's the straight, there's the wave 2, there's wave 3. So you can select any separator you like. But for our needs, I'm going to keep it as default. So that is how you can create blocks or sections with Gutenberg. And you can see that how easy it is. So to recap, just simply take a column or a container, then add various columns within that container, and within those containers you can add various elements such as the text, the buttons, and etc. So after you're done, click on this update button to save your changes. Always remember to click on the update after your work is done, because otherwise your progress won't be saved. Although the WordPress has an autosave feature, so if for some reason you close your browser or your electricity goes out, your progress will be saved, and WordPress will suggest that there is an autosave changes. So you can actually recover all your work from there. So in this way, the entire web page has been built. As you can see, there's this part, they have taken a container over here, and then they have added a header text, some paragraph texts, and for this section they added 3 columns within a container. So this is one container and they added 3 columns. They added some hover effect to these columns, and they added icon, the web design text. So these are all the services of a business. So you can also click on this column and edit this. For example, you can edit this icon. You can change this icon from here. You can also change the color of the icons. So you can edit this entire website and design a new website for another company. So it's kind of cool, you can see. So I'm not going to build or go over each and every block. For exercise, what you guys can do is delete these sections or keep this section. Just take a new container over here and try to recreate the entire website. So it will be a good exercise for you. You can learn how the images were added, how these texts were added. So it will give you a good idea of how Gutenberg works. So I suggest that you practice building a web page or different elements using the Gutenberg blocks and going through each of the blocks, because there are so many blocks. If you are having trouble, you can click on this list view and understand how things were created. For example, I have selected this column, and you can see in this column how this section was designed. There were 2 columns. One over here, they added an image, and over here, they added a heading text, a normal text, and another block called icon list. So look at these things and try to recreate the entire website yourself, and you will learn a lot about Gutenberg block builder. So now that you know how Gutenberg works, you can design your own web page. You can design various sections of your web page. You can also check out the design library that comes with Stackable. So the design library is a collection of pre-made design blocks you can use for your website. So there are some premium ones and there are some free ones. You see, this is the Arch card section. So as you can see, there are so many pre-made designs here to explore. If you like one of the designs, you can simply click on import to import it to your website, and then you can customize it to make it your own. Just take your time and explore each of these designs. So now that we are done, we are going to go back and now check our website and see how it looks. So as you can see that our website looks really well over here. We have added the texts and the buttons over here. So if you're having an issue with the width of this section, for example, if you're on your screen, you're seeing that it's not taking the full width, then let me show you what you can do. Go to Edit Page, and from here select this container and then click on the full width, and it will take the full width of this section. You can also do is click on these blocks and then click on block and then click on size and spacing, and make sure that max content width is set to default or maximum. So after that, click on update, then click on view page, and you'll see that your website is looking amazing. So that is how you can use Gutenberg to build and customize your web page. So I want you guys to practice using Gutenberg, and if you run into any difficulties, let me know in the comment section and I'll try to help you the best I can. And if you want to build other pages, you can use the same process by going to that page. For example, if you go to the About page, just click on this link here above, and we're in the About Us page. If you want to edit this page, simply click on this Edit Page button and it will open up the Gutenberg page builder. So wait for the Gutenberg page builder to open. Okay, so now you can actually edit this page with Gutenberg page builder. So the process is same. Basically, you select a section and then you can edit it, or you can actually bring up the list view and check out how everything is built. For example, you can see that this is an entire column or a container with 2 columns here on the left and on the right. The left one has some texts, heading texts and normal texts, Let's see. Yes, you can see there's a normal text, heading text, and again normal text. On the right column, if you expand this, you can see they used a video block which has an icon and an image. So they used a video pop-up and they put an icon of the play button over here, and they used an background image to create an illusion that this is a video. So you can actually put a video here. Just click on this video pop-up and then click on this style tab, and from here you can actually upload your video. So what you basically do is you select this block and then put in the link or URL link of your video. It could be YouTube, it could be Vimeo, or it could be any other website. So that's how you can upload your own video. So that's a great way to include videos if you want. You can basically build your pages using the same process that I showed you while building the home page. So that's how you edit various pages. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard and again visit website. So there's another thing that we have to talk about, and that is the contact form. You know, for business pages like these, contact forms are very important. So let's go to the contact page. And over here, if we scroll down, you can see that there's a contact form over here. They have included a map in this theme, and they included a form over here that has full name, email address, subject, comment or message, and a send button. So how do you actually create a form? So if you remember, when we installed Blocksy Companion, it installed a plugin called WP Forms. So WP Forms is a popular WordPress plugin for building forms. So I'm going to quickly talk about how forms are built and how you can include those in your web pages. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. Now over here you can see that there's a option called WP Forms. Just simply click on it and you can see there's a contact form over here. Click on Edit, and WP form is loading up, and you can see that this is the same form that we have seen in our page over here. It's the same one. It has the full name, the email address, the subject, comment or message, and there's the send button. You can also drag and drop these things to put email address over here, full name over here. These all are drag and droppable. You can also add other things such as names, checkboxes, drop downs. Let's see how you can do that quickly. Just drag the field and drop it over here. And there you go. And to edit this, just simply click on this and you can actually change it into your own way. For example, your name. And the last name, you can also add the middle name if you want. So then it's up to you how you want to build your form, and that's it. That's how you can build a form. So after you're done, click on the save button, and let's go back to our web page over here. Now let's refresh our page, and there it is. You can see that your name has been added over here. Now there's the first name, the last name, and your users or visitors can send you a message and you will know their name also. So that's how you can build a form. So I'm going to delete this because I liked it the way it was, with just the full name, email address, subject, and message. So I'm going to save it. So what about a new form? How you can do that? So to do that, let's close WP Forms right now. And from here, you can simply click on Add New. Click on this button, and it will open up. And you can select a template for your form. So there's the blank form, which has nothing, so you can build it from scratch. There's the simple contact form, there's the newsletter sign up form, there's the refer a friend and win form. So there are many forms. Some of the forms are actually not available on the free version, so you have to purchase the pro version of WP Form to get these templates, such as the suggest form, billing order, donation form, employee disciplinary form. So there are many templates over here that are only available for the pro version of WP Form. So we don't need the advanced ones right now. So I'm going to show you a simple newsletter, for example, I want. So to use this, just simply click on the Use Template button and wait for it to load. Okay, now that it has loaded, you can see there's the name, the email address. You can also customize these. For example, you can let's add a multiple choice. So drag and drop this over here and then click on this section. Let's write a question. So I'm saying, how did you find us? It's just a query. So we can also select the choices. So I have added some options over here. If you want to add another option, you can actually click on this plus button and then add a fourth choice, others. So that is how you can create a form. Then of course click on save. Now you have two forms. Now let's go back to our WordPress website, and in here, if you want to include this form, click on edit page. This will bring up the Gutenberg page builder. Scroll down, and in here you can either click on this plus button and drag and drop the elements, or you can click on this plus button. It's the same basically. So I want to add a block called forms, WP forms, and there it is. So I'm just going to click on it, and the WP form has appeared over here. Now just click on this drop down button and you can see all the forms that you have created. So the contact form is already used over here. We want the newsletter sign up form. So just click on it and you can see the form that we just created is now over here. Now it doesn't look that stylish because we haven't actually created a column or container to actually place it. So let's actually quickly do that. Let's select this block and remove it. And let's add a container first. So here's the container. And now we want a 3070 column. Okay, in here we can add an image. For example, there's the image. And from the media library, let's select an image. There's a lot of images over here. Okay, let's select this one. This will do. And after that, just click on this block, and here is the WP forms, and then select your form, and that's it. That's how you can build the forms. You can also enable the show title. So this will show the title, the newsletter sign up form. Now after you're done, click on update to save your changes, and there you go. You now have a new form. So that is how you can use WP forms to create and customize your own fonts. So if you want more advanced forms, let's go back to WordPress dashboard. You can see there are more forms over here. Let's click on add fields. You can see there are fancy fields, which are phone, address, website URL, password. There are many advanced fields. To use all of these, you have to actually purchase WP forms. But if your requirements are fulfilled with these, you're most welcome to use the free version. And WP Form is an amazing plugin. So that's how you can actually customize your website. So let's go back to your WordPress dashboard and click over here and go to our main website. Okay, so that covers almost everything. So I also wanted to show you how you can create more pages, because there's only a few pages over here. You might want to put more pages. To create pages, you can go to your WordPress dashboard, and there's an option called pages. So click on this, and you can see there are various pages: the About Us page, the blog, contact, home. So to create a new page, click on this Add New button, and then give a name of your page. So I'm going to call it themes page, and after that just click on publish, and yes, confirm it, and your page has been published. Now go back to your WordPress dashboard, and you can actually include this page on your menu. So you can actually do it with the header builder, which I have showed you how you can do. Just select on customize, go to the header builder and include that, include the theme page, or you can do it from the dashboard as well. So let me show you how you can do it from the dashboard. So go to appearance and hover your mouse over menus, and from here you can see the themes page is already here. Just select your menu name and select themes and click on add to menu, and you can see that themes has been added. Just save the menu. Okay, you can also select the display location, the footer menu, header one, or mobile view. So select these as well, and then click on save menu, and then to see the changes just refresh your page, and you can see that the themes page has been added here. So to edit this page, go to click on this page and then click on this edit page button, and you can actually use your Gutenberg blocks to start building your page, or use the design library and import some sections and customize those. So that is how you can create and edit pages as well. So that actually covers the basics of WordPress. You can now actually create pages, you can customize your contents in your website, you can customize your header, customize your footer, you can create forms. So basically you can create a business website just like that. So before finishing the video, I want to show you one more interesting thing, is to install some important or essential plugins. So go back to your WordPress dashboard, and from here go to plugins. I haven't actually showed you how you can install plugins, so this will be a good exercise. So after coming to plugins, click on this add new button, and you can see there are various plugins. We are looking for a plugin called Yoast. So for SEO you need a plugin, and Yoast is the most popular SEO plugin in the market. So we're going to use the free version of Yoast SEO. So in the search bar type on YOAST Yoast and hit enter, and you can see that this is the plugin. This is by Team Yoast, and it has over 5 million active installations. And you can also see that it is compatible with your version of WordPress. So this is actually very important. So WordPress receives updates from time to time, and it becomes more powerful and more feature enriched. So to support your version of WordPress, your plugin has to be updated as well. So before installing or activating any plugin on your WordPress website, make sure that it is compatible with your version. And when it says that it is compatible with your WordPress, that means that it is safe to install. So I'm going to install this plugin. Just click on install now. Okay, so after it's installed, click on this activate button, and the plugin will be activated. Just wait for a few seconds for the plugin to activate. It takes time. Okay, so Yoast has been successfully installed on your website. So click on this first time configuration button and configure your website. Just go through the process. I'm not going to show you the entire process. It's very simple. Just go through each steps and you'll understand everything. So if you want to actually rank your website higher on Google searches or other search engine searches, you can use Yoast. So this is an amazing plugin. So after installing Yoast, we are going to install another plugin, and this is for security. So this plugin is called WordFence. So click on add new, and then search for WordFence. And there it is. It's currently used by 4 million active users, and you can see that it is compatible with your WordPress version, and it has been updated 3 days ago, so it's safe to use. And this is perhaps the most popular security plugin used by every WordPress developers. So after it's installed, click on Activate. Okay, so your WordFence has been installed and activated. Now, to completely protect your website, you have to go through some installation steps. So after your WordFence has been activated, you will see that a new option has been added over here in your dashboard. So click on this. Okay, so here is the setup process. In order to completely set up WordFence, you have to go through each steps. Using WordPress, you can also set up two-factor authentication for your WordPress website. So, of course, your website is very important to you and you have to protect it. Using WordFence, you can do it. So, even though we are using a very powerful security plugin like WordFence, it is still recommended to back up your WordPress website files. If anything goes wrong, you can then rely on the backups. So I'm going to show you a plugin to help you back up your WordPress files. So the process is same. From plugins, click on Add New, and it will bring up the plugins installation page. And from here, search for a plugin called Updraft Plus. And hit enter on your keyboard. So this is a WordPress backup plugin. Using this plugin, you can back up your WordPress website. So if for some reason your website crashes, or if it is attacked by malware, or anything bad happens to your website, you can safely rely on Updraft Plus to actually back up your WordPress website and restore it to a point where your website was working perfectly. So this is currently used by 3 million users, and it is compatible with your WordPress version. So let's click on Install Now and wait for the plugin to get installed. Okay, so after it's installed, click on Activate button to activate the plugin. So Updraft Plus has been installed. So you can see that they are guiding you. They're saying press here to start. So you can click on this button, or you can also click on the settings. So Yoast and WordFence was directly available in your dashboard, while Updraft Plus has been added in the settings option. So to access it, you'll have to go through settings. So that is how when you install different themes, different plugins, your WordPress dashboard will change accordingly. So now you can actually back up your website from here. Just click on this backup now to backup. But before you do, you have to actually select where the backup will be stored. So you can go to Updraft settings. Just click on the settings tab here. So you can actually set up your scheduled backup routine from here. You can select daily, weekly, monthly, and much more. So I am selecting weekly. Now you should schedule your backups depending on how often you make changes on your website. So we're also going to choose a backup plan for our database. So after choosing that, you can also choose where you want to store your WordPress backup. You can store it in Updraft Plus Vault. There's the Microsoft OneDrive. You can store it in Dropbox. You can also store it in your Google Drive or Google Cloud. So select your backup. For me, I always think saving on your Google Drive is really good. So select Google Drive and enter your Google Drive folder, your authentication. Of course, you have to sign in with your Google to authenticate your account. So after you set this up, then go back to backup and restore, and then click on this backup button to back up your website manually. Or if you don't do it manually, after you're setting up, it will be automatically backed up. So that brings our tutorial to an end. I know this was a really long tutorial, but I wanted to be as descriptive as possible so that you guys can better understand everything. I hope that this video was helpful for you and you learned something new. If you did, then give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. This will encourage us to make more helpful videos on WordPress. Till next time, take care, see ya.